Alright, people, so I'm here with your raw review once again. There's just so much bullshit on this show, so let me get right into it. I don't want to waste any time because I want to talk about some of the dumb shit we saw on this show. So we get started off with an Enzo Amore promo, which was just very weird. He says here that he'd rather throw his dad down a well than go to a dark side, than go to the dark side. What the fuck are you talking about? Throwing your dad down a well is going to the dark side. I mean, he's just blabbering on about nonsense here. And then, like, right after he says that, he's like, oh, I love my dad. He raised me to be a good person. I mean, this was just a typical babyface promo. He's talking about, oh, I've been knocked down a million times, but I'm going to get back up. Save me the sob story. The only decent part about it really was when he had a good line there at the end saying, you know, the only way you're going to make money, Cass, is if you put on your t-shirt Cass hole and sell that. I mean, I've been calling Big Cass Big Ass for a while now because I never thought he was really that talented. So it's my joke, Enzo Amore, but it was a pretty mediocre promo. I mean, not too good here. Then we have Sasha and Bayley, who got injured during the match, defeating Nia and Alexa Bliss. What the fuck is this? So, like I said, they've been building up Nia Jax forever now, but they never put her in a title match. They brand her as this big monster heel, but she never wins anything. And then Alexa Bliss is your champion. So those two lose to just Sasha Banks. So it's 1-on-2 and they lose. Your champion loses 1-on-2. And she's the one who taps out. I mean, where's the logic there? You know, you got your championship match. Is there a championship match at the pay-per-view? I don't even fucking know because I don't give a shit. But you got your champion tapping out in a 1-on-2 tag match. I mean, where's the sense there? Tapping out to Sasha Banks, who hasn't been doing jack shit the past 2 months. So the match was terrible. So they come back from commercial break and they got like 1 or 2 more people, you know, entering, and then the match begins. You know, this Divas match begins. Then 2 minutes later, they're in commercial already. Why? What's the fucking point of that? So you spend 2 minutes, you know, you come back from commercial, you start the match, and then you go to commercial again in 2 minutes. And I mean, what's the fucking point of that? So, and this match sucked. Sloppy, uncoordinated, terrible match, botch filled. 0 out of 5 stars. I mean, this was just a debacle. Terrible. Then we have Cedric Alexander defeating Noam Dar. Another thing of bullshit here. I mean, it just keeps on coming. I mean, I never really thought about this, but how long are they going to keep doing this fucking Noam Dar, Cedric Alexander, Alicia Fox fucking storyline? I mean, I'm so fucking sick of it. They've been doing it for 6 months now. They've been doing a low card cruiserweight feud for 6 fucking months or longer. I don't even know how long it's been. I mean, they might as well just say, hey, we're gonna have a. They're doing that, you know. Some, you know, I see shit now. You know, society's so fucked up that, you know, you have these triple relationships or some shit like that. I mean, they should just do that. You know, some bullshit like that and make it, you know, entertaining. You know, have a triple relationship between these 3 people. I mean, this feud is just really ridiculous. So the match was 2 minutes and 5 seconds, ironically, because that's 2:05 live, but it sucked. So there you go, a 2 minute and 5 second match. That's great. 0 out of 5 stars. Terrible. What a waste of time. What a waste of my time. And what an insult to my intelligence that they put this on TV and actually think I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Oh, then I want to talk about this too. So, apparently Vince McMahon got a big erection because everybody's been talking about LaVar Ball in the news and how he went on Miz TV, and they always get a big fucking boner every time they're talked about in, you know, the news headlines. They always get a big fucking, you know, boner. So they always put all the headlines of, oh, LaVar Ball on Monday Night Raw, blah, 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 blah. Well, he put one on there and it read, LaVar Ball appears on Raw appearance on Raw was all about the Big Baller, was all about Big Baller brand headline. That's what I was fucking saying last week. How it was a disgrace how when he came on, they had fucking mannequins in the background of his fucking clothing line, and Ambrose was wearing his clothes. They kept talking about it. I mean, just ridiculous. Big Baller brand. Shut the fuck up. So that's another thing of bullshit. Then we have Miz TV with Ambrose and Slater. So Miz comes out and he insults LaVar Ball, and he insults Ambrose, and he insults Slater. You know, Slater wants a title match, IC title match, when he's hardly even ever been on fucking Raw. So just because he comes out and demands one, he said, you know, or Angle says, okay, you get one, even though you haven't done jack shit, even though you're a fucking jobber who hardly even wrestles. So the promo was alright. I mean, it was just really used to make matches. I mean, it was some alright back and forth, nothing spectacular here. So then you get the Miz defeating Slater. A very basic match, nothing too special here. It was a 9-minute and 55-second match. I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. I mean, pretty fucking ordinary. You know, you got the distraction there from the Miz's cronies, Axel and Bo Dallas, and Miz wins. And then you got Miz attacking Ambrose after. I mean, pretty fucking basic. Then we have Goldust coming out. What the fuck is this? Another thing of bullshit here with Goldust. What the fuck? I mean, so he comes out and he's got some fucking 2-minute movie he's gonna play. And the movie is him beating up R-Truth last week. So it's basically a recap of last week. I mean, can somebody explain to me what the hell this is? Is this supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be entertaining? Because it's neither. It sucks. It's stupid, and I don't know what the fuck to think about it. So he made a fucking little 1-minute clip of him beating up R-Truth last week, and he played it. I mean, I could just go on the fucking YouTube channel and watch it if I want. I mean, why do I gotta see this bullshit again that nobody gives a shit about? So then after he's done playing the movie, R-Truth beats him up for like 30 seconds. I mean, this feud is a disaster, and it's going nowhere. Then we get Rollins defeating Hawkins in a 10-second match. Pointless. 0 out of 5 stars. What's the point? I mean, just a total waste of time. Then we have Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar cutting a backstage promo. Again, it's too little. Like, it was like a 3 or 4 minute promo. Backstage. Why? I've never seen a backstage promo where they split the screen in half and both people cutting the promo are like 50 feet away from each other. I mean, why? Why are we doing a satellite promo when both members are in the same fucking building together? Yeah, that makes sense. Good thinking, WWE. That's fucking smart. God. So they cut their little promo there. Like I said, it was like 3 minutes long. It wasn't even that good. Short. They're not even face to face. So then, you know, Samoa Joe gets mad and he's going to go looking for Brock. I will say one good thing is they haven't made Samoa Joe look like a pussy. You know, even though he is a heel, they tend to do that with heels a lot. They make him look like pussies. So at least he is, you know, wanting to fight Brock Lesnar. So he goes and finds Brock. And then they hold him back. So we don't even get a brawl. I mean, what a lackluster build this is. You know, they just piss me off. Instead of having like a face-to-face promo in the ring or a brawl, they have nothing. Then we have Neville defeating, I think it was Davari. This was actually the best part of the night. I mean, this was an entertaining match, hard-hitting, good, you know, high spot moves here. So I enjoyed this match. No complaints here. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. 6-minute and 20-second match. Could have been a bit longer, but still a quality match. My one complaint is, though, the match at the pay-per-view is Neville versus Tozawa. Where the fuck is Tozawa? He's not on the fucking show. Now, granted, I am happy that I don't have to hear, yeah, going through my ears, but I mean, he should be on the show if he's facing Neville in 6 days. Where the fuck is he? God, again, stupid. So then we have Bray Wyatt cutting a promo in the I don't know if I said this, but I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then we have Bray Wyatt cutting a promo in a fucking random desert in the middle of nowhere, talking about the sun. What the fuck? Again, what the fuck is going on here? You got all this bullshit going on tonight. You got fucking a Cedric Alexander Noam Dar feud lasting for fucking 6 months. You got fucking Sasha beating the champion in a 300-pound monster 1-on-2, tapping out. The champion tapping out. You got WWE bragging about how LaVar Ball advertised his Big Baller brand last week. You got Goldust playing a repeat of last week's segment. I mean, you got all this shit. You got Rollins defeating Hawkins in a 10-second match. And now we got Bray Wyatt cutting a promo about the motherfucking sun in the middle of the desert when he has a match. Doesn't he have a match with Seth Rollins at the pay-per-view? So then why is he talking about the motherfucking sun? Why is he talking about the sun if he's got a match with Rollins? He should be there at the fucking arena, not in a motherfucking desert. Gosh. He should be there with Rollins cutting a promo, doing something. But instead, he's in the middle of nowhere. So obviously, I was not happy about that. Then we have Balor defeating Cesaro. I mean, it was an alright match here. The actual wrestling and, throughout most of it was really not too great, to be quite honest. It picked up at the end there with everybody getting involved. Samson came down, the Hardys got involved, Sheamus got involved. So it picked up at the end. But, most of it was pretty boring. I mean, there were some decent moves in there, but I really wanted more. So it was an 11-minute and 25-second match. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. I mean, I really wasn't too impressed with this match. And then you get the main event. You get Strowman. This is your main event. Strowman defeating Cruz. I mean, wow, what a hell of a main event that was. So it was a 4-minute and 30-second match. Pretty much a squash match. So, I will give him credit, though. There was a very good spot in that match where Cruz is going for his backflip, and then Strowman, kicked him across the ring. I mean, that was fucking... That looked good. I mean, that was a good move there. So, and then Reigns comes out there. I thought that when Strowman opened the ambulance, Reigns would come out, but he ended up being the driver of the ambulance. So then you get a whole little brawl here. I will give him credit. The spear off the stage through the table was a good spot. So I was happy about that. I mean, no complaints there. I will say, though, that I know Strowman's built up as this big monster, but I mean, still sell the move. I mean, him getting up 30 seconds later after a fucking spear off the fucking stage through a table is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, stay down. I mean, come on. Sell the fucking move. I'm watching, the Finn Balor-Cesaro match. And, Cesaro hits him with his uppercut, which is supposed to be a pretty brutal move, and it looks pretty brutal. And, he doesn't even sell it. 2 seconds later, he's up again, kicking and fighting, and he doesn't even sell the fucking move. I mean, it's sell the move. So, but yeah, it was still a very awesome move to see. I mean, you don't see that every day, so it was still a very good move there, spear off the stage. So you got a couple good things there in the middle of a ton of bullshit tonight on this just nonsensical, illogical bullshit. I mean, the things they do, I just don't understand. I mean the type of stupidity, of moronic bullshit I see throughout a weekly basis on this show that's supposed to be, the prime time, top of the line professional wrestling show. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that word. Sports entertainment show. For a show that's supposed to be the gold standard of wrestling. Sports entertainment. it's not really that good. I mean, the shit that gets on this show is just ridiculous. You know, it's a lot of the shit that's on this show is just terrible. So there you go. There's your raw review. A good cruiserweight match there between Neville and Davari, and a nice spear off the stage. But really, other than that, everything else was pretty much bullshit. So there you go, people. There's your raw review.